This morning, new reaction and analysis from Wisconsin lawmakers and others after President Joe Biden's decision to drop out of the race for re-election.
And later, how local churches are coming together to feed families in need. Good morning and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Kyrie Lee.
And I'm Chris Stanford. As if the world wasn't busy enough, we get that shocking announcement from President Joe Biden yesterday that he's not running for re-election. And boy, big questions swirl about what is next.
Luckily, we have lots of reaction that we're going to get into in this newscast. But first, we're going to check in with meteorologist Savannah Brito, who is here now with your first warn weather. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. We have visibility issues due to high humidity levels. Dew points are actually a couple degrees warmer for the most part across southern Wisconsin compared to the actual air temperature. So we do have lots of saturation, which is leading to high humidity levels and creating or allowing patchy areas of even dense fog out there. I would say allow a little bit of extra time if you are traveling, especially Madison, and then also west and northwest, where you see some visibilities are down to just a quarter of a mile. That's up near Black River Falls, and then also near Bosco Bell. Some areas, just like Lone Rock, directly west of here, at 0. Full visibility is 10 miles. That's mainly east of here and also south. Temperatures right now waking up to the upper 50s, lower 60s, but it's very muggy outside, where, like I said, dew points are actually a couple degrees warmer than this. We'll see temperatures warm, though, all across southern Wisconsin. Most of us are going to top out right at 80 degrees or near that anyways this afternoon. We do have showers and storms that are going to develop west of Madison. I'll time out when those are expected to move in, and also talk about when we could see more fog develop. That's all coming up a little later.
All right, check in soon. Savannah, thank you. Back to our campaign 2024 coverage this morning. Democrats in Wisconsin and across the country continue to react and reassess after President Joe Biden's decision to drop out of the race.
The president announced the move on social media. It follows the pressure from fellow Democrats worried about the 81-year-old's cognitive health. Now, many of these elected officials are applauding the move. That includes lawmakers from right here in Wisconsin.
He did something you don't see very often politicians do, certainly not politicians in Washington, is be selfless, put their country before their own ambitions, and step aside.
There was widespread concern that having President Biden on the ballot could reduce turnout among Democrat voters. Now that Biden has stepped aside, Democratic candidates like Senator Tammy Baldwin say they can focus on his record.
We worked on the infrastructure legislation, the CHIPS and Science Act that is so benefiting our state of Wisconsin, and the Inflation Reduction Act.
Lawmakers we spoke with also say the change at the top of the ticket is already introducing more energy and excitement throughout the party.
Biden immediately endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris to replace him. It's softening the speculation for an open convention next month in Chicago. Harris, who is 59 years of age, is a graduate of Howard University, a University of California Law School graduate, and was reelected as California's Attorney General and served about 4 years in the U.S. Senate before taking over as vice president. Political expert Charles Franklin points out Harris will likely face the same attacks as President Biden.
Though she no doubt will still be challenged by Republicans to defend the Biden record. And so that still remains a challenge for her at a time when people have such a low approval rating of Biden and such a negative view of the economy and how he's handled immigration and so on.
Vice President Harris has already received endorsements from a number of high-profile Democrats. You can see some of them right here. They include Senators Amy Klobuchar and Elizabeth Warren, both of whom were presidential candidates alongside Harris in 2020.
Vice President Harris will be in Milwaukee tomorrow. That will be just 2 days after President Biden's withdrawal from the presidential race and his endorsement of Harris. We do not know the details of her stop just yet, but this will be her 5th visit in the Badger State this year. She's made multiple stops in the Milwaukee area, as well as visits to Madison and La Crosse. We will have live coverage from her event and full speech on channel3000.com.
There's plenty of reaction locally to the news of President Biden's withdrawal, including from Madison Mayor Sanchi Rhodes Conway, who released a statement that read, the Madison communities benefit tremendously from President Biden's leadership, from historic investments in our infrastructure to keeping families housed and businesses afloat during the pandemic. The president has had our backs. We're also hearing from voters in our area on what they think.
Biden dropping out now really kind of changes a lot of what I was thinking as well, having to learn about a new candidate.
President Biden's the first president since Lyndon B. Johnson in 1968 to be eligible to seek re-election, but ultimately decide not to. He's the first ever president to win the party's primary and then not appear on the ballot.
Whoever ends up as the Democratic nominee for president will face former President Donald Trump. And so he's reacted to the developments, calling Biden, quote, not fit to serve from the very beginning. Those sources are also saying the Trump campaign internally hoped Biden would remain in the race, believing the current president would be easier to beat.
The Republican Party responding as well. Party chair Michael Whatley, the chairs Michael Whatley and Lara Trump said in a statement, every single failure we've seen from Joe Biden, the Afghanistan withdrawal, a border crisis, crushing inflation, America weakened abroad, has been delivered hand in hand with Kamala Harris. As Democrats fall apart, President Trump is uniting the American people behind his winning agenda. Lara Trump, of course, is the daughter-in-law of former President Donald Trump.
As new developments emerge in this major storyline, make sure you have our Channel 3000 News app with you to receive those push alerts. Download it wherever you get your apps.
All right, 6:05 now. 4 Milton churches have come together with one common goal: feeding children.
The Milton Summer Lunch Bunch program is in full swing, and our Michelle Renee Quinn spoke with the co-coordinators last week. Michelle Renee, what can you tell us about this local program helping kids?
Well, unlike other school districts in this area, such as Beloit or Janesville, the Milton School District does not provide summer lunch, so that's why the United Methodist Church is the home base for the Milton Summer Lunch Bunch program. This has been going on since 2018, and the group plans to continue it as long as funding remains. This year, they received a grant from the Milton Fund in addition to other monetary donations to help purchase food. The program also receives chips donated from Lay's, vegetables donated by Seneca, and other foods from the Milton Food Pantry. The co-coordinators of the program tell me lunch couldn't be served without the help of volunteers from churches and schools.
We could not do this program without the wonderful volunteers that we have, so we appreciate them.
The chapel, Hope Lutheran, Seventh-day Baptists, the United Methodist Church, and representatives from the Milton School District all have a part to play in making sure Milton kids have something to eat. They're in every Monday through Thursday preparing and handing out lunches for families in need. Co-coordinator and UMC office manager Tony Ellis says that this program is open to anyone in need of lunches.
I want to make sure all the kids are fed. And we try to do it without prejudice. You know, it doesn't matter if you are living in poverty or if you are making money and just don't have time to make lunch for your kids.
New this year, Milton Lunch Bunch now sends a meal that can be prepared for Friday's lunch with Thursday's pickup.
And like you said in the beginning, unlike other school districts, you know, Milton's not doing this, so it's nice to see this program stepping in and providing that lunch. So how can people receive a lunch?
Well, in order to receive a lunch, the program asks that you register the Wednesday prior to the week that you want lunch. So for anybody interested in lunch next week, you can go on our website. There's a link to register for next week lunch, and you have to do that by Wednesday this week.
In order to make these programs happen, they really need support from the entire community, donations. How can people help out if they're watching right now and they want to do something for the folks in Milton?
Yeah, so they did tell me that this whole thing is based on donations and fundraising that they do. And for people looking to give back to the Milton community, they can donate on our website. There is a link attached to this story. But if they also want to write a check, you can write a check to the United Methodist Church or the Hope Lutheran Church with the Memo Summer Lunch Bunch program. And you can bring those to the churches in Milton.
All right, doing some good.
Yeah, and I know you had a lot of fun out there.
I did.
Yes, love that.
Did you wrap some turkey wraps there?
No, I didn't. I did get to help load some of the boxes in, but it's a really great cause, and everybody there was really, really excited about it. So.
All right. Well, thanks for telling us about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love that.
Thanks, Michelle Renee.
All right. Well, let's hand things over to Savannah. What's coming up?
Guys, we are dealing with visibility issues out there. Some patchy fog, low rock is down to 0 miles visibility. Bells right now up to 10 miles. We'll talk about when the fog will clear and also timeout storm chances. That's all coming up.
And also still ahead, we're going to get the latest from the Packers ahead of the start of their training camp and which star defender just inked a big new contract extension.
And I'm Josh Breder in the 608 this morning with a preview of Madison Restaurant Week happening right now.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, lease a new Tacoma for $319 a month or get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Not everyone knows us, but in southern Wisconsin, Illinois, and eastern Indiana, we are famous in our field. As a Sloan's technician, customer service is our specialty, whether you come to see us or we come to you. We are in the business of supporting your business, and we are highly trained to work on your John Deere equipment. At Sloan's, our loyalty lies with you. We depend on you, and we are proud to serve you. When it comes to service, you can count on us. Remember, think Sloan's first.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Hi, I'm Daryl from Little America. Blake and his cousin Connor are here with their families from Madison today. What's your favorite ride? Connor's older sister, Cassie, told me her favorite is the go-karts. Mom loves that she can bring a picnic basket, and Dad enjoys miniature golf. There's fun for the whole family at Little America, where big fun is only a few miles away.
Old windows? Compromise your home's comfort. Vinyl windows, a 1970s relic, aren't built for extreme weather. They warp and crack, becoming vulnerable to the elements. At Next Door in Window, we have the answer. Fiberglass. Our Ultrex fiberglass windows last up to 50 years, longer than any other window you can buy. And while other companies cut corners and never call you back, we've got your back. When you demand tomorrow's comfort, Next delivers. Visit nextwindow.com to learn more.
A lot of law firms claim to be experts at handling injury cases that involve large trucks. But handling one trucking case does not make you an expert on the subject. Experience matters in these cases. One local firm has handled 25 trucking cases which resulted in payments over $1 million each, and hundreds of others as well. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Experience the Channel 3000 News app today. Tailored for your news the way you want it. With a customizable home page and faster page loads, download the Channel 3000 News app. Powered by News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Summer Restaurant Week is officially underway in the 608 this morning.
Josh Freider is here with what you need to know before you go out and support your favorite local businesses. Josh, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. So it is one of our favorite weeks of the year, and there's more buzz surrounding Madison Restaurant Week this morning. You have even more options this time around. Our partners at Madison Magazine put on 2 restaurant weeks every year, one in the winter, one in the summer. Since the pandemic, Restaurant Week continues to grow year after year, season after season. It's an opportunity for businesses to showcase their best menu items with some trying new things too. This week, there are more than 40 participating locations. Madison Magazine editor Andy Bailing tells me that's the most they've had in a long time. So here's how Restaurant Week works. On channel3000.com, you'll find a running list of all of the restaurants taking part this week. Starting at $30, participating restaurants will offer a menu with 3 courses. Some restaurants will even offer a lunch menu for $20. Just make sure you make those reservations ahead of time if you can. Restaurant Week runs to Friday, so still plenty of time to get out and enjoy your favorites, or maybe perhaps try something new. Just make sure you look at their schedule. Some places are closed on Mondays, so don't get all excited. Josh told me to go, and then it's closed.
Yes, pay attention.
But we have all week.
Do you have any that you're excited to try or that you have tried before?
That's a tough question.
It is? Okay.
That is a really tough question.
Well, I'm trying to help me.
What I like to do is every year we try to go to a new one. So I kind of like look at the list and try to find some new place to go. And honestly, like we've been able to find some new favorites. You know how it is, like you get used to the same old ones and it's like, well, you know they're good. Let's just go back there because you know what you're going to get. We always try to do something new.
Yeah, and then like next time you do end up going back there, it's like all new again because it's been a while since you've gone there.
Yeah, and you know they're really good about changing menus too, and that's what I like about it is like obviously some of the staple menu items at these places they'll keep, but then they'll try to like throw something new in there for you too, a little curveball.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah, there you
Keep
go.
it fresh. Good opportunity for someone new to the area to discover Madison's wonderful restaurants.
Yes.
Who are we talking about?
Yeah, you know, just 3 weeks in here, you know, but I mean, I've seen the list and wow, the food scene is
it's
crazy.
It's going to be great.
Just knock them off one by one, even after restaurant week. Josh Breiter, thanks a lot.
You bet.
Josh is always looking for story ideas to share in the 608. If you have an idea you'd like to see on TV, reach out.
And now we have meteorologist Savannah Brito here with your first warning of weather. Good morning. How's that visibility out there?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, we're still seeing fog. That's the big story this morning. Madison's down to 7 miles, so not dense, but patchy lighter fog across Dane County. Lone Rock at 0 miles, though. Bosco Bell's down to 1/4 mile. So if you are traveling Madison across Dane County and then also westward, I would say allow a little bit of extra time. Camp Douglas also down to just 1/4 mile of visibility this morning. 61 in Verona, same with Middleton and Madison. A little cooler, Deerfield sitting at 59, so everyone across Dane County and southern Wisconsin for the most part. Upper 50s or lower 60s. We will see temperatures fall a little bit more before we start to see them rise. We're going to see temperatures about 80 degrees this afternoon, and then they are going to fall tonight, but it will be warmer out there. I do think the fog is going to start to clear as we head into about mid-morning, and then some showers and thunderstorms, non-severe, but could produce some brief downpours similar to yesterday, moving in a different direction, though. Yesterday, they kind of formed just to our northeast and traveled southwest. These are going to move like we typically see a weather pattern move in, so they will move east from the west, developing there about lunchtime and then heading into Madison and then eastward as we're heading into about 2-3 p.m. Like I said, brief downpours, maybe some gusty winds associated with this. It's not going to cause any problems as far as severe weather goes, though. Same with tomorrow. So we dry up overnight and then a line of showers and storms will move in from the northwest. That will be around lunchtime as we head into about 2-3 p.m. Expecting that to move eastward, but spotty showers are going to take us through the evening hours. I think tomorrow we're looking at the better of the 2 days, but still going to track spotty showers this afternoon. Tomorrow, that'll be the same case, and then we dry out Wednesday. I think we'll start with a decent amount of cloud cover, and then we'll see some sunshine move in for the second half of the day, Wednesday, and then onward at least through Saturday. But we do have wildfires that are still burning out west of here, and because of that smoke getting caught in our jet stream, at least in the upper levels of the atmosphere, we are going to see impacts to our air quality across southern Wisconsin and our sunrises and sunsets. There's still moderate to heavy levels of smoke west of here, but some of those blues and yellows, so that's lighter to moderate levels, are going to move in. So expect some haze to our skies during the morning and then really all day the next couple of days. 80 today, 82 tomorrow. We're cooler Wednesday and Thursday, and warming for this upcoming weekend could reach near 90 as early as Sunday.
Believe it or not, Packers training camp starts today, and star receiver Jaden Reed will be on the sidelines to begin camp with a non-football injury. Reed broke the Packers rookie reception record last year and will certainly be a key part in their offense, assuming he's healthy. Here he is at his camp in Monona this past Friday, looking as agile as ever, which should be a breath of fresh air. Assuming the Pack get him back soon, here is what the second-year studs said about their offense.
No doubt, I'm really excited. Just knowing that, I feel better about the playbook, going in with not as much jitters, so I'm excited for year 2.
Staying up at the frozen tundra, where the Packers got a deal done with Pro Bowl defensive lineman Kenny Clark. Clark recorded a career-high 7.5 sacks last season and keeps one of the league's most promising defenses intact even longer. Across the pond, or something like that, to Scotland, where Xander Schauffele ruled the day yesterday. Early this year, the narrative was he couldn't get the big wins. And yesterday at the Open Championship, he won his second major of his career and the second this year. It also means that Americans won all 4 majors this year, which is the first time that's happened since 1982. The MLB season is long, and sometimes in an 162-game marathon, you need a break. The Brewers struggled leading up to the All-Star break, but have really come back hot from it. better than a day at the spa, rejuvenated. But they beat the Twins at extras last night or 2 nights ago. And after a rain delay yesterday, even more late game dramatics. Crew trailing by 1 run in the 7th, but not anymore. Rookie Jackson Chourio turns and burns. Goodbye baseball. A solo homer is his 10th of the season, and it ties the Twins at 5 apiece. And then it's Rhys Hoskins' turn in the 8th. A 2-run jack leaves the yard in an absolute snap, and the Brewers take 2 from the Twins fresh off the All-Star break. They win it 8-7. Well, what a 24 hours it was for Justin Best. The Florida State outfielder is a big reason the Madison Mallards have had so much success on the field this year, and last night he got a little bit of extra motivation. Should say on Saturday, and his parents surprised him, coming all the way from North Carolina to surprise him. How cool is that? You can just see the expression on his face. It tells you exactly how he was feeling, and so does this. How about this? First at bat since he goes yard. Scoreless in the 2nd inning, and he gets it to go. Points at his family, and you know who that one was for. But he wasn't done just yet. The best was yet to come. Bases loaded in the 6th inning. See you later. I mean, what did you expect? A grand slam from number 7, and he helps the Mallards go ahead to win it 10-5. That's your morning sports fix. Have a magnificent Monday.
Still ahead on our Monday, proof that you're never too old to try and look your best.
Also ahead in our next half hour, we'll continue to cover the president stepping down his campaign efforts for November 2024 and supporting Kamala Harris, how it affects the Democratic convention just weeks away.
And as we head to break, a look at gas prices this morning. We'll be right back.
First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Congress has been spinning its wheels, going nowhere. I'm Katrina Shankland. In the state capitol, I've passed 225 bipartisan laws to help farmers, workers, and families. I approve this message because I have the experience to get things moving.
What's up? You need some windows?
Howdy. Oh, you need windows. Yes, you do.
Hey folks, you call the experts? Increase your curb appeal and save big this summer with free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 5 years. And we'll get it done Feldco fast. Free installation ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Drive into summer with a new Honda Accord Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, or the all-new Civic Hybrid. Take a vacation, staycation, or just a weekend drive with the windows down. Whatever you do, make it epic with Honda. The 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Overall EV and Hybrid brand. So act now. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile. This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping.
The savings are sizzling with items under $3 all week long at Hy-Vee. That's right, under $3. Get fresh meat for the grill and the freshest produce around for under $3. Cool down with sweet treats the whole family will love for under $3. Pack your pantry and save on staples for under $3. Get these great deals and more all week long, only at Hy-Vee.
I know how to get things moving in the state capitol, but in Congress, I'll also have the experience to stop bad ideas like the national abortion ban and stop attacks on our democracy. I'm Katrina Shankland, and I approve this message because our freedoms are on the line.
We're back sharing Rob's morning with everyone this morning. We want to thank him for that. Some lovely rays of sunshine coming through there. Lovely colors, too.
Yes,
beautiful purples.
Thanks, Rob.
Yes.
Well, some seniors in Chicago are getting to relive a high school milestone. Take a look at these folks here at Roseland Place, a senior living facility on the south side of Chicago. They are doing their prom. They've planned for months, soliciting help from the community, nonprofits coming up, and throwing a party for about 100 low-income seniors. No cost for hair or makeup, even dresses, suits, all donated to make everyone feel like a royal.
I love that.
This just makes me smile because you can just see the joy on her face, and it just takes them back for a moment to like relive their youth.
Oh, look at her. Oh, loving this. Love it all. Love it all.
Beautiful.
Hey, check this out. If you love French fries and ice cream, you can now enjoy them together. Ore-Ida and Good Pop just came out with the Fudge and Vanilla French Fry Pop. Frozen French fries, some ice cream all dipped in chocolate there on a stick. They're available at goodpop.com. A 4-pack costs $10. I checked this morning and they are all sold out already.
Unfortunately.
Wow, interesting.
I don't know. What do you think?
They sound okay.
This has got to taste weird.
Like, I've never been the one to dip my French fries in ice cream, and I'm just not sure how this would settle here. But I mean, it doesn't look bad. I would be willing to try it at least.
I just don't know about the frozen part. Like, I like hot fries, and I do dip them in my milkshake sometimes, but I don't know about that.
Yeah, I know. Frozen French fry.
I don't know. It's like eating those hash browns like out of the bag, I feel like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe if it had like a little like crunch bar crunch to it instead of the French fry. I don't know.
Maybe you're onto something. But stick around. We'll have more news to know this morning after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, and dirt are settling deep into your carpet fibers. Stanley Steamer removes the dirt you see and the dirt you don't. Your carpets aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get 1.9% financing on this 2024 Silverado when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $5,750 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
It's time for the grooviest event of the summer. You'll be feeling good at the Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular, August 1st through the 11th.
Watch this. It's all 100% real. Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. Nothing has been doctored or tampered with. The very real problem will disappear before your eyes and hers with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours and hours. Over 1 million people are using this topical technique to visually reduce puffiness and bags. It works on sagging jowls, even fine lines and wrinkles on the face and forehead. Introducing Plexiderm. In just minutes, you can restore and beautify your face, even look years younger. And the look will last all day or all evening.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm just in love with the mirror right now.
Jump on board and say yes to this amazing $14.95 Prove It Plexiderm trial. You'll see why our customers describe Plexiderm with 3 words. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Order right now. We'll pay your shipping. Operators are standing by.
It's going to be another sizzling hot summer. Don't burn up your money on high energy bills.
get new energy-efficient windows from Champion.
We have saved 25 to 30% on our energy bill since installing the windows, which blew my mind.
Stay cool and save 35% off new Champion windows. Plus, get an extra $100 off every window. The more you buy, the more you save. Save 35% off your new Champion windows and $100 off every window you buy.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Get peace of mind with your annual Stanley Steamer dryer vent cleaning. We remove lint buildup to reduce the risk of fire and extend the life of your dryer. Plus, your clothes will dry faster too. Your dryer vent isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Gets your home cleaner.
Right now, with President Biden out of the race, a wave of Democrats are endorsing Vice President Harris at the top of the ticket, the notable lawmaker who hasn't yet given their support.
I think it's a good move.
Plus, we have new reaction from local voters to the president's announcement, why some say the move was necessary.
And later, a Consumer Reports investigation, how dust can have a serious impact on your health.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning here on a Monday. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrian Lee. Hope you all enjoyed your weekend. Always goes by just a little too fast.
This one, even though we had 3 days off after the RNC last week, which excellent job, by the way. What a way to get thrown into politics in a new team in this environment, and you did great.
So the whole team killed it. I loved it.
We did. So good to be back here on a Monday morning. We've got a lot to talk about, national politics, local reaction. We're going to get into it all. First, we're going to check in with Savannah Brito out on the patio with how your Monday is starting off outside. Hey, Savannah.
Hey, guys. We still have some patchy fog. Just want everybody to be aware of that. Allow a little bit of extra time. Madison's still sitting at 7 miles of visibility, so it's not dense in Madison, just some light patchy fog, but it is dense. Lone Rock is sitting only at 1/4 of a mile. Some areas, basically where those darker grays are on that map, that's the more dense of fog out there across southern Wisconsin. We'll still see that move out of here by mid to late morning. Some sunshine will return, but also tracking some isolated showers and storms by the afternoon. It is muggy outside. We're sitting at 61 in Madison. Most temperatures upper 50s, lower 60s across southern Wisconsin. We won't fall as much as we did tomorrow morning compared to what we're waking up with right now. Also, I'll have when we'll see more fog potentially move back into the forecast and talk about storm chances, what to look out for as we head for today and tomorrow. That's all coming up.
Savannah, thank you so much. And we begin this morning with a live look at Washington, D.C. Vice President Kamala Harris will deliver remarks at the White House today, honoring the NCAA championship teams. It's the now presidential candidate's first appearance since President Biden ended his re-election campaign.
It's been less than 24 hours since the president made that decision in a letter on social media, and now American voters are wondering what is next.
Our Braden Ross asked the director of the Marquette Law School poll, political expert Charles Franklin.
The moment many Democrats were waiting for has come, but now they have to figure out what's next.
Sooner was better than later from the Democrats' perspective.
For weeks, more and more Democrats have called both publicly and privately for their presumptive nominee for president to step down.
The pressure became enormous.
Well, now he has, and his party must move forward.
Biden has now endorsed Kamala Harris as the nominee.
Many Democrats appear to be falling in line behind Vice President Kamala Harris as their new nominee, someone political expert Charles Franklin says has a lot going for her.
She was on the primary ballots with him. Also, she can take over the vast majority, if not all, of the fundraising that the Biden-Harris campaign has done. So it's a much smoother transition. She's also been vice president for 3.5 years. And people know her much better than they know any of the governors or senators who are being talked about.
Of those other options, Franklin says polls show Harris does the best against former President Trump. Plus, Franklin says many of those alternatives may have their sights set on a different election.
A number of these people are very strong potential candidates for 2028. And may not want to get involved in a last-minute race that can be divisive within the party.
As far as what will happen when the party gathers for their national convention in Chicago in just a few weeks,
I think there'll be a tremendous pressure to be in line before they get to Chicago. Whether they can pull it off is an open question. I think there will be a big effort within the party to work that out ahead of time and turn the convention into a unifying event rather than a divisive event.
So here's what we'll be watching as this situation develops. 1, will Kamala be the consensus candidate, or will serious challengers arise? 2, what will President Biden say when he speaks to the nation this week? And also, how will both of these parties change their campaign strategies moving forward?
That was Braden Ross reporting. As she showed us, it's not clear whether other Democratic lawmakers could still join the presidential race, but we do know that one possible contender, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, has spoken with Harris but stopped short of endorsing her.
Also, former President Barack Obama has not come forward and endorsed Harris. At this point, he's actually encouraging an open process and that the best candidate emerge out of that. Andy Beshear is set to join an NBC talk show this morning where he could announce his candidacy. Already we've heard from Senator Joe Manchin, currently an independent, who says that he is weighing running or not. So the vice president picking up support, though, from dozens of other Democrats, among them at least 60 House Democrats and party chairs of all 50 states. At least 27 Senate Democrats are publicly endorsing her as well. That is a majority of Democrats in that chamber. Notably absent, though, from that list is Majority Leader Chuck Schumer.
On the Republican side, the Trump campaign is already pivoting toward criticizing Harris. The GOP has been preparing for the possibility of her candidacy for a while and brought her up frequently at the RNC last week. In the hours before President Biden announced he's suspending his campaign, Trump asked this of his supporters.
So who would you like to most run against if you're us, if we want to win? Ready? Kamala Harris. Crooked Joe Biden.
After the announcement, Trump posted on Truth Social that if President Biden's not fit to run again, then he's not fit to serve. The former president also repeated false claims that Biden only won in 2020 because of lies and fake news.
We're also hearing from Wisconsin Republican Party officials echoing Trump's sentiments in a statement that read in part, if Joe Biden's incapable of the rigors of running for re-election, then he cannot be trusted to fulfill the duties of his office. Democrats in Wisconsin have a different outlook. Governor Tony Evers released a statement reading in part, President Biden is a leader who's always chosen unity over politics, selflessness over selfishness, and decency and respect over cruelty and retribution. I've been proud to support him, and I'm incredibly grateful for all the work that we've been able to do together.
With less than 4 months until the election, we're also hearing from voters about their thoughts on the changing Democratic ticket.
And I'm not surprised Biden's withdrawing.
I think he saw the writing on the wall. I think it's a good move.
I think he's a very bright man, and I'm kind of sad that he's not going to be running, but I understand.
I'm glad to have a new Democratic candidate, hopefully, and I hope the Democrats can still pull through even without Biden.
I think it's going to really help the chances of Trump not becoming the next president, and that's the best thing for the country right now.
Vice President Harris will be in Milwaukee tomorrow. That's her first time that she's going to be in Wisconsin since entering the 2024 presidential race. It marks her 9th visit to our state since taking office, her 5th this year. The last time Harris was here was back in May in another stop to Milwaukee. Before that, the VP made stops in the Milwaukee area, Madison, and La Crosse. News 3 Now is going to have live coverage of the event tomorrow. You can receive a notification when the vice president arrives. As long as you have the free Channel 3000 mobile app, you'll also be able to find a full copy of her speech there. So here is something that is everywhere and always around us, but we don't really talk about it that much, and that is dust. It can be a constant battle to keep at bay, but often dust isn't just annoying and dirty.
That's right. A new Consumer Reports investigation reveals it may also contain dangerous particles that can cause serious health problems.
Few of us think much about dust except how to get rid of it.
On the surface, dust appears to be skin, hair, and dander. But take a closer look and you can find unhealthy substances, including heavy metal fragments like lead paint, fungi, mold, mites, microplastics, and forever chemicals for PFAS.
Because we are surrounded by dust, we breathe it, which can irritate our lungs and trigger allergies and asthma in the short term. In the long term, some of the chemicals are linked to diabetes, various cancers, reproductive problems, and other serious health issues. While battling dust is certainly a challenge, it's not impossible.
A good air purifier that uses HEPA filters is designed to capture at least 99.97% of particles 0.3 micrometers in diameter, the size of many dust particles.
For a small room, CR recommends this Germ Guardian model. For larger rooms, check out the Blue Air Blue Pure 211i Max. Another weapon in your dust-battling arsenal, a good vacuum with tight seals and excellent filters to keep vacuumed up debris from spewing back into the air. In CR's rigorous tests, the Kenmore Elite Pet-Friendly Upright checked all those boxes. Running a dehumidifier in the basement may help reduce humidity in the whole house and limit the spread of dust mites and the allergens they produce. This Medea is the highest rated dehumidifier in CR's tests. Finally, keeping shoes in a closet or on a shoe rack near the door, swapping out fabric curtains for shades, and opting for area rugs or just bare floors instead of carpets are other ways to help you greatly reduce your exposure to dust. This is David Fazekas.
Consumer Reports recommends vacuuming and dusting at least once a week, and be sure to get to places where dust likes to hide, like under furniture, on those drapes, and high places like shelves and windows. And coming up after the break, we'll hear from Madison's mayor on why she believes the city is facing such a big budget shortfall, how much she's asking you to chip in to fix it.
It is foggy out there. We have pretty low of visibilities this morning, still Madison and westward. We'll talk about when the fog will lift and timeout storm chances.
Madison Restaurant Week is officially underway this morning. I'll have what you need to know to support local in the 608.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, lease a new Corolla Cross for $299 a month, or lease a 2024 RAV4 for $329 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month. Call 1-833-376-4999.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too. Call now.
Make summer unforgettable with help from Menards. Whether you're soaking up the sun or relaxing indoors, we have what you need to get you ready for summer fun. From creating the perfect place to entertain family and friends to stocking up on your favorite summer essentials. Menards is your one-stop shop for your next summer adventure. Check out all the hot deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm so happy I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello Permanent Fat Removal and get summer body ready in just one visit.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all. And my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me.
I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
The nation's top call for action team is going strong at News 3 Now. With nearly 400 cases closed and over $700,000 recovered. If you need help moving forward, call for action only on News 3 Now. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is taking you beyond the barometer. Email your weather-related questions to firstwarn@wisc-tv.com, and our team of meteorologists will give you the answers on News 3 Now, live at 4. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We are back with continuing coverage of that massive IT outage that affected people around the world. It still does, including folks here in Madison.
So far today, hundreds of flights are canceled. Many of those are Delta flights. The airline's pausing unaccompanied minor travel until Wednesday. That's even if their flights are already booked. The company's asking people not to book anymore.
We're keeping an eye on things at the Dane County Regional Airport. There have been 2 canceled flights this morning. Delta flight that was supposed to leave at 6 o'clock to Minneapolis, an American flight to Dallas-Fort Worth that's supposed to leave here in about a minute or so. Those 2 are canceled. Everything else is running on time this morning. We will, of course, let you know if things change.
And happening today, the Sauk County Board will hold a hearing on the sale of its assisted living facility to a private entity. The public is invited to speak at the meeting. You can register in person. It starts at 6 o'clock tonight. It's on the 3rd floor of the West Square building in Baraboo in room 326. The board could take official action on the sale of its health care facility during its open session.
Well, this November, the city of Madison is going to ask you to approve a referendum to raise property taxes by about $20 a month for the average household. Right now, Madison's facing a budget shortfall of $22 million for 2025. Mayor Santi Rhodes Conway says the referendum would prevent permanent cuts to city services and layoffs for city staff. On this week's For the Record, political reporter Will Keneally asked Mayor about how the city ended up in this position.
So it's a real failure from the state legislature to invest in success, and that's why we are facing the structural deficit that we're facing. And frankly, we have faced it every year since former Governor Scott Walker came in and changed the approach to municipal budgeting.
You can watch the mayor's full interview at channel3000.com.
In more local news, the city of Madison will celebrate the installation of its first air quality monitor on the northeast side this afternoon. Madison's leading a project funded by the Environmental Protection Agency to install a citywide network of air quality sensors to measure particulate matter pollution. The city says the sensors will help the community understand the amount, location, and potential sources of pollution. Multiple leaders, including the mayor, will be in attendance.
All right, 6:45 now. Checking in with meteorologist Savannah Brito in that first one forecast. Visibility still kind of low in some spots, huh?
Yeah, we still are low pretty much west of Madison. Lone Rock's only at a quarter still, same with Bosco Bell. But we're seeing a rise or a little bit more of that light fog mixing out of here. Camp Douglas is back up to 4 now. They were around a quarter of a mile too. Wisconsin Dells and Madison also up to 7, same with Platteville. So still allow a little bit of extra time, but at least we're seeing visibilities come up in some areas across southern Wisconsin. 61 in Madison, 62 in Middleton, 62 in Waunakee. I still think that we're going to see temperatures rise or warm to near 80 today, but they'll fall. Not quite as cool of a morning expected tomorrow morning. Temperatures only going to fall in the mid to lower 60s, but patchy fog set to develop again probably after midnight because we have lots of moisture in the atmosphere. That's one of the reasons why we're seeing that patchy fog develop. Same with those light winds out there. Some isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to develop mainly west of Madison. That'll be the case as we push towards the lunchtime or noon hour, and then as we head into 2-3, that's when those storms are expected to travel eastward. Maybe a few downpours, gusty winds, no severe weather is expected. We clear out overnight, patchy fog develops, and then another line of showers and storms is set to move in tomorrow during or around lunchtime. I think tomorrow's a better chance compared to what we'll see today and tomorrow overall, but then we're drying out mid to late week. Wednesday we'll see some sunshine. I still think we'll have thick clouds at least to start Wednesday morning off, and then we'll start to see that sun move in. Should be dry at least through Saturday, potentially into Sunday. That would be our next chance of storms, though. Also look for some hazy skies the next couple of days. The reason being that smoke from all those wildfires sitting out west of here gets caught in the jet stream that impacts our overall air quality at least a little bit here, and then also our sunrises and sunsets. So there's still going to be greater impacts west of here where those darker colors are, the reds, the oranges, also the yellows on map, but we still have across southern Wisconsin, we see those blues and even that yellow work its way down from central Wisconsin into southern Wisconsin. So there will be some impacts and some haziness to our skies, at least today and then into tomorrow. Lower 80s today and tomorrow, and then we drop all the way into the upper 70s Wednesday and Thursday. 80 Friday, and then we slowly start to warm up. We should be around the 90-degree mark as early as Sunday. That looks more likely, though, on Monday and Tuesday, with some storm chances, at least daily storm chances returning during that time frame, so we could get back to a little bit of an active pattern. Definitely going to be warm, though.
All right, Savannah, thank you. Summer Restaurant Week's officially here. It is underway in the 608 this morning.
Josh Spreiter is here to tell us what you need to know before you go out and support some of your favorite local businesses. Josh, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. So it's one of our favorite weeks of the summer, and there's even more buzz surrounding Madison Restaurant Week this morning because you have more options this time around. Our partners at Madison Magazine put on 2 restaurant weeks every year, one in the winter and one in the summer. Since the pandemic, Restaurant Week continues to grow year after year, season after season. It's an opportunity for businesses to showcase their best menu items, with some trying some new things too. This week, there are more than 40 participating locations. Madison Magazine editor Andy Bailing tells me that is the most that they've had in a long time. Yeah, it's good news. So here's how Restaurant Week works. Right now on channel3000.com, you'll find a running list of all of the restaurants taking part this week. Starting at $30, participating restaurants will offer a menu with 3 courses. Some restaurants will even offer a lunch menu for $20. Just make sure you make those reservations ahead of time if you can. We know it gets busy this week. Restaurant Week runs until Friday, so still plenty of time to get out and enjoy your favorites, or maybe perhaps try something new. And there are a lot of new ones on the list this year too, which I know Madison Magazine is super excited about.
I know, that's pretty intentional too. They like to put those new restaurants on the list so people out there can go and help them out. So I know that you like to do one new one each year.
Yes.
Which one are you trying?
You know, I was like looking at the list. I'm still determining because, you know, we have an opportunity for a date night this week. So I'm like trying to figure out, okay, where are we going to go? So I haven't decided yet.
Are you a picky eater? Do you like a certain type
I will
of food?
eat anything and everything.
Okay. I'm
yes.
here for it. See, I'm trying to open my palate a little more, you know, as I get a little bit older, because I can be
Are you kind of
picky
like
eater.
stuck in your ways with what you're eating?
I can be real basic sometimes, but I mean, like the food here, like it's hard to be picky.
You'll fall in love.
What's cool too is I'm noticing more of like a really well-rounded variety. Like, you know, there are a lot of very similar restaurants around here, but there's a lot of ones that are very, very different too. And maybe something that you wouldn't try every day. So.
All right, get out this week. Restaurant Week.
There you go.
Underway. One of our faves. Josh, thanks.
Well, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out either on social media or email us at inthe608@WISC-TV.com for a chance to be featured. And now to the morning sprint. Coming up, what health officials say is causing a multi-state listeria outbreak.
And we got a birthday to celebrate today. We want to say happy birthday to Cody. Happy birthday, buddy. We're back right after this.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
MG&E, building your community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Visit MGE2050.com.
Why always the couch? Does he need to go to puppy school? Get his little puppy diploma. How much have I been spending on this little guy?
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
Good morning with Dolcolax. Good morning. Hey. Yeah. Try Dolcolax Chewy Fruit Bites for fast and gentle constipation relief in as little as 30 minutes. Making your good morning even better with Dolcolax.
What was that?
Nothing. Gorilla Super Glue.
Brush for edge-to-edge coverage and nozzle for precise application all in one. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
They don't clock out at 5 or care if it's the weekend. That means we keep working too.
So when Eric Hovde says that farmers don't work hard, that pisses me off.
Think of farming. Look at the old physical toil that it would take on your body. Now you're largely driving around a tractor.
A California banker criticizing Wisconsin farmers for not working hard? We know what that is.
Eric Hovde, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. it's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
MG&E, building your community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Visit MGE2050.com.
Next Door and Window of Madison. Visit nextwindow.com.
6:54, time for the morning sprint.
Vice President Harris is now running for president. Tomorrow, she'll stop in Milwaukee, marking her 5th trip to Wisconsin this year. So far, Harris has received support from the majority of Democratic senators and state party chairs.
Well, West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin is reportedly considering running for president as a Democrat. He's currently an independent. Just 2 months ago, Manchin declared himself that independent. Last year, while still a member of the Democratic Party, Manchin decided not to run for his Senate seat again. Sources close to the senator say he might register with the party now that Biden's stepped aside.
The Secret Service is acknowledging it denied some requests from Trump's campaign to up his security. Right after the attack on July 13th, Secret Service denied rejecting those kinds of requests. This detail will likely be a key focus of a congressional hearing today.
President Joe Biden will host Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the White House this week. It comes amid rising concerns about the war between his country and Hamas spreading. Netanyahu will speak before Congress on Wednesday. He is also expected to meet with Vice President Harris at some point.
A warning about a deadly listeria outbreak tied to deli meat. The CDC says 2 people died and at least 28 others were hospitalized across 12 states. One of those hospitalizations is in Wisconsin. Most people who got sick ate deli sliced turkey, liverwurst, and ham. The outbreak began in May. There are no reports of illnesses from prepackaged deli meat.
Construction starts today for parts of Wisconsin Highway 23 in the Dells. That's after Governor Tony Evers signed a big contract to resurface the road. There's going to be a new bridge guardrail put in place as well as wider shoulders. Completion is set for October 31st.
Temperatures will be near normal the next couple of days, lower 80s expected, and then temperatures fall mid to late week. We're only going to be in the upper 70s before we start to see temperatures rise again for the weekend. 83 Saturday, maybe squeezing out a 90 as early as Sunday. I think that's more likely Monday and Tuesday, but Wednesday's concerts on the square will be there, and it looks like a pretty good evening.
It does. A big washout on Tuesday like we had last night?
I don't think so, but we are going to see a line of showers and storms in the afternoon to evening.
All right.
All right. Can't quite escape that rain, but that's okay. Still looking okay.
Thanks, Savannah. We'll be back with the news and weather update in 30 minutes.